I am not a financial advisor. These videos are all meant for educational purposes only. All Complete Trader Academy videos are my personal opinion and perspective. Trading carries a high level of risk, and all results are your own responsibility. Please always demo first. Hey everybody, welcome back to CT Review. Today is Monday, January 13, 2025. Hope you had a good day, good weekend here. So what did we do? We came right to our targets here on the bottom side. Talked about that gap right there. They didn't leave the bodies down here for the day. Big wick. Maybe we'll come later, but right now, that was a nice target. We talked about this weeks ago. Yeah, last week. This is the 6th I made this video. I think I even said it before this, but this is the only part I could catch it when I looked over the past videos. But liquidity there, nice gap there. We went from there, came in, and I talked about that when we were up here. So beautiful. For the guy that unfollowed me, go fuck yourself. I showed my trades on Friday. Then people want to unfollow me. It's just crazy. I'm not doing that shit anymore. I'm not showing you my trades. Then you can get jealous. You can get fucking envious. You could hate me. I don't know what your issue is, but I'm not showing my trades anymore. I'm not sitting here going to, risk my trade just so I can show off and show you my trade. I'm not doing that shit. I could trade. It's just garbage. Guy unfollowed me, man, because I showed him my fucking trades. Like, go fuck yourself. Anyways, sorry for my language if you got kids around you. But when we open up for the gap for today, we just hunt straight down. I mean, we come down here in London, we reverse, we sit here and bounce all day. It's going to be hard to kind of show this all on one screen. But what's that blue line? Ooh, look at to the tick right there. Perfectly. How did it bounce right from that line? What is that line? Let's take a look. It's that last daily down candle, this October 31st, Halloween, huh? Right there at the open level, same level. Perfect. All right, so now they want to push it up for the end of the day. So when we bounced up here, man, there's so much to talk about, but we had this imbalance right here, this down candle, and I had that on, wait, did I have that on that wasn't on the hour. That was on the 4 hour. Yeah. So if you take a look here, let me just zoom in. See that 4 hour imbalance right there? See that 4 hour imbalance? We ended up using it as support and pushed up. So I'm going to drag that out now so you can see it. Shit. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with these videos, man, but so at the time here, let's kind of get into it, man. See how I could do this. So we had at 9:30 liquidity here, and then we had liquidity here, and they came down 9:30. We had order flow there. We popped up into that little imbalance right there on the 9:22. You see that? We tapped in, then we shot down, rated. Now they didn't take out this low. Now, what did they do though? Take a look. They took out all that liquidity right there. See all that? See all them guys right there? Look to your right. See how he conveniently came right underneath that last guy right there? See how he took them out? Crazy. So dangling carrot, built liquidity. We also have CPI coming up on Wednesday. So this could, we might not be done with the bottom side right now. I don't know. But they might use the news just to push it all the way back up. But that's this was difficult. As you see here, so we get the drop one, and then using this swing here, you can project it. Came up to 1 and 1.5, retraced, got back to this first imbalance of the day. It's in green. We bounced up, made a second drive, got up to 2 to 2.5, came back, used that as support there, and then pushed for a final leg or final drive right there. What do we get into? We're right into that 4 hour imbalance I'm talking about. It's highlighted here. Hey, stop it. So we got right there, 50%. Beautiful right there. And then what do? We come all the way back, 2 drives down, even maybe a third with this little swing to raid that last part right there. What do you got right there? See that little gap right there in between these candles? Between 942 and 43? Look how we tap right into that. Not a mistake. You gotta look at the details. Big stupid candles up here. This is signaling a lot of strength. And what are we getting? We're getting higher highs and higher lows. You gotta, at some point you gotta like not make it too hard for yourself at the same time. And where are these? Out of all these moves here we had, Forget the down one. Forget that. We're not even going to count that. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 moves. All right. Look, what was the structure here? Let's take a look. Look at this. So it's retracing back up. So high, higher, low. Higher, high, higher, low. Higher, high, higher, low. Just busted through, sealing up most of that opening range gap. And also you can see that, right? You see that, right? Speaker. So where do you see that at? Generally, when we get to a bottom of a range, and I talked about this in the videos, you'll get some type of origin of price. I'll do it on the 15-minute here. Whoa, what's going on here? No, that's not what I'm trying to do here. Okay, so you can kind of see it right here. See this little pocket of price right here? So all the way up, and then look at that. Can't make that shit up, man. See that? See those lows right there? See how they're, see that? And then expanding, the range is expanding, and then that structure is showing you higher highs, higher lows. Yeah, they're coming deep, and they're building liquidity maybe for CPI, but at the same time, these are higher lows. These are higher lows. So who's winning this game here? The bulls right here, right? This bottom of a range. So we retrace back. If you project from here, again, if you're watching these videos, you need to be paying attention. You can project it from numerous ways. The last up candle, or the last swing low, or the consecutive candles. You go back test, you go pay attention and do the work and back test. You go back test, back test, back test. All right, don't just watch Netflix and chill here. You need to go take what I'm showing you and go and back test it. All right, so you have memory and practice involved. All right, anyways, that being out the way, you see here we pop right back up into this bearish for this leg I'm talking about. We're using this as an inversion. It's 954, holding the body. See how it's holding the body, but the wick extended, all right, from gap to gap right there. See that? Comes down. Look at the projection. I'm just only projecting that last candle, 2 to 2.5 right here. Beautiful. I'm not going to get into the other details, man. So higher low pushes up here, gets above this bearish imbalance, holds it, tags it right there. This bearish pushes up, tags that bullish imbalance, pushes up. You get in the third drive. And this is the midnight opening range gap. It's going to be very hard and difficult to discuss this right now, but pretty much taking the 12, the high and the low between 12 and 12:30, as you see here, the high and the low between 12 and 12:30 here. All right, and then you can project it up or down. As you can see, that projection, or that range, we're coming in it. We're using it at 50%, coming below it, and then we came in to tag it. And if you can project also that range down, you can see that we hit a -6 right there. See that right there? Beautiful. Tags that right there. So to explain why this is a nice sell here, getting into that area. Also, this is still in control here. This fib. So came up to 3.5 to 4. It's a nice sweet spot. We have the midnight range plus the 50% level. They dangle that carrot a lot, and then came all the way back down. You can see it. Resistance there, popping into that imbalance, coming right here, using that as resistance, pushing down. Get your little drives right here. Bounces on top of that previous, an old weak gap in the background. So hard to, yeah, you see it? See this one? See that? See, there's two. There's one right there and there's one right there. So obviously the one in the background is the darker one. Bounces right on top of that right there. Gets into this push out traders here. Funky ass price action right here. Look at this. Funky comes right back, squeezes everybody. Uses this last down candle. We're pretty much in this last 15-minute down candle. Right there. See that? Pretty much draw. But just kind of finding a support there. And what's it called? All right, back to that first imbalance right there, squeezing people out. You get a push, retrace back, buy right there. We're sold, pushing up. This projection here, I did it from here because this was kind of sloppy here, very hard to do that. I could have did the consecutive candles here as well. All depends. I'll just say from right here. And take a look. We're at the 2.5 right now, 2 to 2.5 right now. See that? If I do the consecutive candles, that's another way to do it, right? I just talked about that. I also did it. I did it here, projecting it this way. So, but apparently this looks better here. All consecutive candles, and then we push up. We get into that 4-hour imbalance. We take that breakout trader level. We come right back, right? Breakout trader level right here. Boom, comes back. All right, which is also the last 25% of the opening range gap right there. We push up to the 50%. We consolidate there. We're bouncing now. We bounce right off. Now we're using that as support. That 4-hour imbalance I was just talking about. You could also see on the 1 hour here that we also have that 1 hour imbalance right there. We tag in and take off, right? So very high confluence area right there. We have divergence on the 1 hour. We're on an oversold. We're looking to push back up to wipe out some sellers and maybe possibly get to not possibly, we're also sealing that gap that we were in now. So as you see, we damn near just tagged that last candle. So now do they want to push up to get into here? Or do they want to roll over one more time to get that low right there, which was this dangling carrot right here? And let me go back to, oops. What happened here? Oh my God. What the fuck just happened? Okay. Fuck, dude. So slow, man. Why is this computer so slow right now? Okay, so what was I just saying? Oh, so yeah. Well, we've got this imbalance right there. So does Tuesday want to pop up in there and then roll over? Or are we going to just kind of stop here and then kind of like trickle down again? On the downside, we might be reaching an extended level, but this is also a very possibility. This little area here, here's a daily imbalance right there. I don't know why. Okay, I'll fix that later. It's just ugly. But and then we have this low right here, this swing low, which is a possibility as well if we're continuing down. So, but we got into that. Now you prefer a body, but at the same time, just coming to wick it like that is also additional price action. So that, I mean, they did it, but that swing low right there, which would be that swing low on the weekly, this is also another reason why we're holding this as support. As your final understanding, you have a bearish imbalance from July 15th on the weekly. All right, so on the weekly, and again, it's that gap there, but you can see us hitting 50% right there. I don't have it marked. I don't want to have everything too confusing, but you can, if I was to change this visibility to like hours, just so we could see it in minutes. Fuck it. And days. Let's just do that too. Fuck it. So you can see that that's also overlaying. So let's take a look at, well, you can see the hour there. Look at that, 50%. Bodies are kind of respecting. We got that gap, all that confluence there. If we were to take a look here, that's the middle line right there of that holds. That's why I don't have it on my drawing. It just looks crazy, right? Why didn't it go there? Anyways, as you can see, we've tagged that 1, 2, 3 times on that 50% level. So that's another reason why it's buying here, right? We also already outlined that last down candle plus that 50%. So if you treat this weekly or the daily like a 1 minute chart, it would be no difference, right? So we're just bouncing off that support, right? So this is a very possible support that's gonna stay. But the question for me is, do they one more time come down and get to that wick? That wick right there and that breakout level. See how traders, see how when they bust through that high, they bust right through, right? And then we never kind of retrace back to it or sealed it. So I'm wondering if we're going to end up doing that one more time. But I don't know. It's kind of tough. So I've explained enough here. And how long have we been? 15 minutes? Yeah, I want to be done. So as you see, dollars pushing up, so that kind of still pushed us down. I want to see how this goes. So on the weekly, we have still room on the upside here, but they did take out those breakout traders. See that? So this pink in the background, that's a weekly imbalance. So we tagged this low right there. So do they want to seal it here all the way up? So in that case, come any higher, and if they do, that would be a good sign for us to continue down. But I don't know. I'm expecting a retracement sort of soon in a sense with dollar, but we'll see how that goes. But what's it called? A lot of divergence work here. We had lower lows here with with Dow. We had higher lows here. So that was kind of like, showing the direction. But some nice trades here where what's it called? If you were trading pre-open, you had lower highs here with Nas, just right here I'm talking about, and then you had higher highs here. So traded down here, and then I didn't draw that. I should have. Here you can see that we had lower lows here, lower lows with Nas, and that was at the 930 when we extended, and we had higher lows here. So this right here was a big deal for us showing direction. So we pushed up, we retraced, we came up, made a higher low here, all in agreement, that's fine. We pushed up here. At this time, at this moment, we had lower highs here, and they had swept this pool right here already. So this was the lagging, Nas was the lagging index or futures indice, right? So they wanted to come and sweep that, which we did now, but so once we had lower highs here, nice push back down, and then guess what? We had another higher low right here with Nas, and that was another either get out of your trade and to buy that, right? Ultimately for that high, and then now sweeping that liquidity there, plus the remember we have a hour imbalance right there, right? You see that? We're sealing it as we're speaking, right? Hour imbalance right there. And then on the 4 hour also, right? You see that 4 hour right there. Ultimately also coming right back to, let me delete this because this shit's ugly, but super fire right there. Coming back to, what was I talking about? Ultimately the opening of the week, right? Plus we have some more of that gap. So, but no, yeah, I mean, you continuing it to sell, generally that's a big ass gap. This was, how many points was this? 1017. So, man, well over 250 points gap. And generally speaking, they'll drop that shit. It won't really come back up right now. But look where we are. We are now at all the shit that I had just got done explaining. Plus, we're sitting in between that 3.5 to 4, which I talked about. So when I did that projection there for you guys, 3.5 to 4, we're already also sitting there. So damn near 50% of the 3.5 to 4, which obviously would make it 3.75 or whatever. But very close, not too far. But anyways, this vicinity here with that last down candle, plus the imbalance on the weekly inversion, I mean, good for gold there. And as you see, it doesn't break, right? Keep dangling. All buys went in here, but plenty of moves. Whatever you pick your poison. All right, man. Let me move forward because I'm about to quit doing this shit for real. On the real. And there you go. What the hell? Why don't I have the things there? Anyways, so Dow just swept the previous day, and then tagged that right there. I don't know. I don't think we're done. I mean, you know, coming up, retracing up here is perfectly fine. But I don't know if we're done with the bottom side. We'll see, man. But they just took out that big swing. I mean, this is sort of a break of structure. So do we get a push up to then roll over? If we're in a bearish economy, or bearish market, I should say. Well, let's look at Dow. I'm sorry, S&P. Bounce right on those fucking gaps. Beautiful there. Look at that. Look at that. Can't make that shit up, huh? So yeah, this is perfectly fine to be buying up for today. Do they want to dip into here and then roll over? We'll see. Or do they not even make it up here? And do they just kind of like get in here or stop from here even? You know, we'll see. But I don't know. I feel like this is just bearish order flow for real. So, but getting down here, you woke up here, right? So it's like it's already an extended candle. So, you know, low of the day, most likely come back and slowly wipe out those easy sellers, right? So oh, and then I don't know if I made that video. When I made the video, I was talking about Nvidia. Remember I was saying, I was like, I want to see a leg like this if we're bearish. Sure enough, look at that. Big push down. So swept above, came back down, came real deep, respecting this low. But take a look at these breakout traders here. So bust through, right? But then we came back and we took care of them right here, right? But at the same time, this could be an easy support right here, which we could roll over. We're now kind of they're trying to rush back into that little gap that they did. And do they roll over from here or do they use that as support? That's kind of like how we'll gauge for moving forward here. But man, extended big leg. I mentioned that. So, yeah, kind of tired doing this, to be honest with you guys. Got some other stuff going on, personal that's happening. So, I might start doing things different. But I hope this helps. You guys take care and God bless.